Hello everyone, this is one of the LEGO Minecraft sets for 2019. It's called the Pirate Ship Adventure. And this is actually a pretty cool set if you ask me. Let's take a look at the individual components. Unfortunately, I need to start with the pirate ship itself. And I say unfortunately because I know what a fair number of actual Minecraft players are thinking when they see this. This doesn't exist in Minecraft. There is no such thing as a pirate ship in Minecraft that actually floats on the water. There exists such a thing as a shipwreck, which is on the bottom of the ocean. You can find it and you can get a little treasure out of it. It doesn't have a sail though, so that's all wrong. Certainly doesn't have a banner on it. So much about this is just so wrong. It doesn't exist. LEGO is just getting lazy. They don't even care about the source material anymore. All they care about is money. They don't care about their fans. It's a cash grab. Everything is a cash grab. Woosah. Woosah. This is what's called imagination. A little bit of creativity. This is LEGO saying, what existed before shipwrecks? What was life like in the universe of Minecraft before all the ships wrecked and fell to the bottom of the oceans, except for the ones that occasionally spawn outside of the oceans? What was it like to be a pirate back in those days? What was it like to actually sail these ships around? What did the characters in universe do? This asks that question, and I think that's okay. As a matter of fact, I think that's really cool. It brings in something additional. It's kind of like a real world, tangible, three-dimensional, actual existing, non-digital mod to the Minecraft universe. Now, this is super blocky, obviously, like most Minecraft stuff is, but it gets the point across. It gives a good suggestion of what these things may have looked like relative to the size of a figure. There you go. So it's, it's small, and I think that's fine. It's just a little ship, and I think it's cool. It's just really not that much to say about it. I appreciate the inclusion of the printed map there. That's a very nice looking piece. You see a couple of the T-shaped brackets that are new for 2019 holding up the mast. Over to the right side, there's also a compass, and you have a couple of dispensers that are able to fire out, I don't know, flame charges, fire charges, what are they called? Flaming arrows or something. They're flick fire missiles. So you flick them, and they shoot out projectiles. They look like that, and if you don't want them, you can take them off. Matter of fact, this one is easy to move around. The other one has just a couple more studs attached to it, actually 3 more studs attached to it. But yeah, that's just that, and there are a couple of skeleton heads just used as decoration, and that's pretty much all there is to this one, except for the fact that it can be torn apart easily and put back together in different ways, such as, like that. Oh, modules. Check that out. Hey, modules. So if I want, I can do this. Why would I want to do that? I don't know. But LEGO knows. I'll show you what they came up with in a minute. Here's LEGO's Minecraft vision of a Skull Island with the gold tooth there. It's just a block of gold. It's a nice haul to find. You got some turtle eggs on the shore. That's nice with the little 1x1 printed, regular white plate. Just a simple representation of the thing. All this stuff is very simple and very blocky. It's a little bit lacking, to be sure. It's mostly just kind of space to move figures around. So this here is really not impressive at all. But you start to see some strange structures and ideas that kind of suggest that something else should be done around here. And then you see that clip around the back, and then you see exactly where this is going with the modules of the pirate ship. So check it out. It's a landlocked shipwreck. Has the middle of the ship up in the air. It's got the bow over on the left and the stern over on the right. Trying to make it look like it's maybe trapped a little bit over there on the right. So this just becomes a larger discoverable island. Another place to have an adventure and a different way to have an adventure. Of course, I didn't mention the printed banner on the sail previously, but hopefully it was pretty obvious to see. But yeah, all I did was just plug those modules into the existing parts, the existing clips and existing places that were built into the island, which really makes this much more interesting as a structure, as a piece of terrain, as a place to go. I put in a couple more elements that were also included in the set with the water bottle there. Got the TNT block. You've got a chest here. The chest has within it a fish and also some gold studs, pearl gold colored studs, which just represent gold nuggets, I'm assuming. And speaking of gold, if we come around here, you can just mine out some gold ore randomly above ground. Because why not? I mean, it's not like we're dealing with vanilla Minecraft here, obviously. So yeah, it's all good. Not a big fan of the yellow color right there that sticks out. That breaks the engagement, breaks the fantasy just ever so slightly. But gosh, is it slight. And yeah, this is much better. So the ship by itself is a vehicle for imagination, but not that great looking. The island by itself is a vehicle for imagination, but really not great looking. Mostly just gives you some very blocky space to put other stuff. Put the two together, and it's actually interesting, at least to me. Of course, you can use either by itself and use your imagination and make things much more interesting than it just appears. But that's the crux of the set there. But there is more to look at as well. Because check it out. There's a torch. Ooh. And there's a whip. Or in Minecraft parlance, it would be a lead. And there are a couple of spoons. Or you might call them wooden shovels. What would you do with wooden shovels? Well, you might actually use them as oars for a boat. A slightly new build for a boat. It rocks side to side. Slightly different build than before. And it's lighter in color. It's like a birchwood boat. Okay, that's cool. Not as cool as this turtle, though. I like turtles. This is a nice turtle. It's so nice to be a Lego designer and to be able to just order up parts in any color that you want. A bunch of bright green is used here, and also a new green color for the modified round 1x1 plates with the horizontal bar on side. Allows you to angle these legs front to back, make it look like it's swimming a little bit more. Flatten those out. You can angle it up. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, you can angle it up like that if you want. New print to get that eye on there. And this thing looks pretty good. I appreciate how much building you actually do to make this. You know, they didn't just create a new turtle body mold or something, or turtle shell mold. Most of this you just put together with parts that are mostly familiar, just with some new colors and that one new print. But yeah, it's always nice to put stuff together in Lego rather than having it, be just preformed for you. So that's cool. I would like to have more than one turtle. I know they gave us some eggs, but I also know that they're not actually going to hatch. So I would like to have another one of these. Please? Please? Lego, are you listening? No? Okay. Well, I guess I'll settle for a dolphin. That'll do. I like dolphins too. So here again, they have created an animal that you actually build using familiar pieces. There is no dolphin head mold that was created for this. There was no need. They just brought in a print for a 1x2 brick, and you use two of those. So you get two eyes, and then you use some Mixel style ball joints, which are perfect for this application. They allow you to angle those back. They allow you to do this. Yeah. Allow you to rotate it around. This works. I couldn't ask for anything more out of a Lego Minecraft dolphin. It's pretty right, if you ask me. So I'm definitely more than satisfied with this. And again, being able to actually build it rather than having half of it pre-built, or the most important things pre-built, is another good thing. And that brings us to Le Parrot. This little guy does have a new specialized head mold. It's really small, fits onto a single stud, and I'm not mad about it one bit, because it looks good. It's dual molded even, so you don't have to worry about prints not lining up properly. You do get prints for the wings, and that's just 2 times the 1x2 tile there, same one used on either side. It looks pretty good to me. The tile in clip technique is perfectly legal these days. I don't know if it ever was fully illegal, but certainly with the current design of clip, which is a rather different design than it used to be, it is a perfectly valid technique to use, and Lego has used it quite a number of times for some years now, quite openly. Yeah, just a good looking little parrot. I would love to collect a number of these in different color schemes just to be able to line them up. I think it would be interesting to look at. Yeah, more good stuff. And for the record, if it really bothers you that I was silly and said Le Parrot, which sounds terrible and is dumb, I don't care. If you can't be silly, if you can't be lighthearted, if you can't laugh at yourself, then just go somewhere else. Seriously, people really need to lighten up a lot. So here we have 2 figures. On the right is Alex. We've gotten lots of Alexes, so there's nothing new to see there. On the left is a pirate. I'm just glad that there's something in this set that's not Steve or Alex, but mostly not Steve. Unless that's a pirate Steve, which it probably is now that I think about it. But at least it's not just the exact same basic Steve that we've gotten 800 billion of to date. So yeah, something different. That's good. Appreciate that. Gold sword looks cool. Maybe not the most practical thing, but definitely looks cool. And there's some print on the back of that torso as well. What do you know? The print on the face of the pirate, though, is a little bit off. You know, the stamp looks like it may have drifted just a little bit, may have, I don't know, picked up a little bit too much ink or been pulled off too quickly or something. So it's not perfect, but it's not bad. From a reasonable distance, like a 1.5 feet away, I can't even see that. I have pretty good eyesight, and I really can't even see that. So yeah, it's really not as bad as it even looks here, which is not that bad in the first place. Another figure that we've gotten a lot of to date is the zombie, but it's definitely a massable character at least, so it has never really bothered me that we've gotten a bunch of these, because you can always just add more of them to a scene. What's great here is that they have introduced the flame piece, the character on fire piece, which is just fantastic. It's perfectly executed. It's dual molded with the digital pixel design in it at both levels of the molding. And you know, you can have it up high like that, you can have it low like that. It's great. I love that piece. There's another thing that I want a lot of. Hopefully they'll come up with like a battle pack or just a really small minifig focused pack that has a bunch of these in it, because they'll also work in the nether or with anything that's any block that's on fire. You know, just leave the figure out of it entirely. It just looks like fire. Yeah, it's a little bit open in the center. You can probably find something to put in the middle there to help with that. You know, use some of those superheroes blast pieces or splat pieces that will stick out, kind of accent it with some similar transparent or translucent orange. I just really like that piece right there and do not mind getting another zombie. So yeah, more pretty good stuff for this set. So as I said at the outset, I think that this set is pretty cool. I think it's much better though when you actually combine the ship with the island, just to get something that's far more interesting to look at and that, I don't know, seems better to play with. You just have more things that you can do, more, I guess, more adventures that you can come up with. You know, you can think of it in in different ways. You can create different scenarios. To me, it makes a little bit more sense. I don't know. I just like it better like this. But at the very least, having the ship hopefully will get some kids thinking about, you know, a world beyond the current snapshot of the game, and, you know, other possibilities, and really taking the Lego Minecraft experience beyond just trying to simulate Minecraft, which, when you think about it, is a little bit silly. You know, you can do so many things, especially if you just turn on creative mode. You can do so much in the game, and, you know, this is just physical representations of the same thing with a lot more limitations and a lot more expensive, to be sure. But for folks who are into Lego, this is really pushing in a direction of doing more different, more interesting things with this theme. There is something funny on this box art right here, right up there. Somebody missed something in the photoshopping stages. They got a little stand underneath the dolphin to get it to stand up reliably for the shot there, and they forgot to erase that. Oops. And finally, I owe a mention to my speed build video, which is up on my build channel, so please check that out if you would like to see how this went together. And if you'd like to see more speed build videos in that style, please consider subscribing to that new channel. There will be a convenient link in the end screen in just a few seconds, and it'll also be in the pinned comment. At the end of that assembly process, I was left with these pieces here, which do include some of the printed pieces. I should show you that one as well. That's always nice to get extras of those, especially with the compass and this very useful part right here. Yeah, just some, you know, fairly useful things. And that's it for this video. I didn't talk about price because it looks just fine and normal to me. Nothing really much to say. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.